Hello, welcome back to another video of me, the Zenzul. I hope you're well. Today, this is my Warcraft story, episode 3. Yes, we're on 3 already. We are in, of course, the wonderful ICC on the Crotus today with these brand new spanking. Look at this, I like this. Look at this lovely thingy I got, the artifact skin, which I got in episode 1. If you haven't seen episode 1, why the hell not? So if you don't know the concept of these videos, it's just basically babbling on about certain things I've done in Warcraft or haven't done in Warcraft. Yeah, just talking about my experiences. At the moment, we're just talking about vanilla, really. I will in the future. A couple of people have asked me whether I'll be talking about other expansions and stuff like that, because I appreciate that not everyone was around in vanilla. But the answer is yes. I will probably be talking about BC and Wrath of the Lich King and maybe a bit of Cata. Not sure how far I'll go. We'll see how we go. You know, I won't be coming back here again, obviously, because I'm going to get Invincible's Reigns today. So, yeah, we'll see, eh? We'll see. We'll see how we go. Today I was going to talk about something a bit different. I know last episode I was talking about. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? PvP. It was PvP in vanilla. Today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. Today I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about certain zones and stuff. Keep an eye out. In future, I will be looking at doing some videos on my favourite zones and stuff. Because I know most people come here and watch PvP videos, but I like to do other videos as well. It's difficult. I don't want this channel just to be a PvP channel, and at the moment that's obviously where most of my traffic comes, of people who enjoy my videos, or watch my videos of PvP. But I don't want it just to be PvP. I like doing these sorts of series, and also how do you get that series, which has proved quite popular thus far, and also quite helpful, I like to think. So yeah, this is running sort of concurrently to that, and if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. And that basically is where certain things I've picked up over the years and I really like, and great transmogs and stuff. I've got some cool ones coming up, so yeah, keep watching. Yeah, I know a lot of people, you know, I mean, things like Armageddon and stuff like that, a lot of people know about. Not necessarily know about, like the last one I did, Desert Walker Kane. Not a lot of people know about that, believe it or not. So I know a couple of people. Yeah, a couple of people have liked that one. One of my subscribers, Emma, she's looked at getting that for a priest, which is cool. And yeah, good luck with that, Em. I hope you can get that pretty damn soon. Fingers crossed for you. I'm sure you will. It says you can only just run it, rinse and repeat. So yeah, if you haven't checked that series out, go and check that out, series, because this is obviously my channel. I can plug my own stuff. You know, I'm sure you don't mind that. So what I'm going to talk about today is I've kind of think about during the week, because this is going to be up every Wednesday, by the way. It's kind of like my unexpected journey kind of thing. So every Wednesday I will be doing one of these, because obviously it's reset day for EU, so it's quite handy to do that. Yeah, so I will be doing this on a Wednesday. I've kind of cemented it in now, so as I said, you know, you have to leave it a couple of weeks to see if people enjoy it, and it seems that people are enjoying it, so it's good. What was I saying? Am I actually talking rubbish again, aren't I? No worries, mate. Yeah, so what I want to talk about today is, last couple of episodes I talked about the classes and that I was playing. My first class that I played being a dwarf hunter. I still have my hunter. I never delete any of my characters, so the hunter I had in vanilla I still have. He's now Kree, my hunter, my marksman hunter I do PvP videos on. Sancrotus, my warlock, is the same character that I had in vanilla. Rasta's the same character I had in vanilla, although they have race changed a few times here and there. Rasta was originally an undead. He was an undead priest back in the day. My hunter was a dwarf hunter. Obviously, he's now an orc hunter. Syncrotis has always been Syncrotis, really. Yeah, so I'm not in combat though, am I? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. The reason I've picked that up is because, if you've seen the other ones I've done on this, I didn't pick that up. It's because I just did a video with... this is the second time I've done this. Oh, great, my missus calls. This is the second time I've done this, so, yeah, like the stones, there you go. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm all over the place today. I worked very early this morning, so I'm a little bit tired. Let me just start the event, shall I? Christ, man. Yeah, I did this on Fluke, and I got to Gunship, which is this one. And, yeah, I couldn't get it down. Yeah, it's a long story, but don't worry about it. It is what it is. Right. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk about when I first started playing. So it's more of the Eastern Kingdoms today, and maybe I'll talk about Kalimdor. This might go on more than once, more than one video talking about certain zones, and I am looking at doing some videos in the future of my favourite zones. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It'll be over the summer, obviously. Yeah, I'll probably do like my 5 favourite zones. I might do it over 5 videos. I might do it over 1 video. Probably do my 5 worst zones as well, knowing me. The yin and the yang, yeah. So, yeah, what it is basically... God, no, tell me I haven't done it again. Oh, come on. What am I doing? I had this last time. Why couldn't I do this again? Oh, right. Well, I think you can jump down this way, but you can't get back. All right. Is that it? Is it not? Is it going down? Yeah, so I did this last time. I couldn't get back over. Probably screaming at the screen saying, "Hey, this is what you need to do." Oh, okay. So how do I get back then? See, I've done this twice today. As I said, I did it on my Right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is that it? You down? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I had the same problem. And I've never ever had a problem doing that first time. Oh, well. That's what it is. So, anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah. So I'm going to talk about... I've got a map of the Eastern Kingdoms up here because can't. My memory is so bad I can't remember half of it. So what I'm going to do is just talk about certain zones that I liked. And I'm probably not going to go into it too much because, as I said, I want to do some videos in this in the future. It'll be another series of mine. Yeah, so when I first started, obviously I was a dwarf, so coming from Ironforge, my first memories of playing Warcraft was Lochmadan, all around that area. You had the you had Elwyn Forest, obviously, then Westfall, Duskwood, stuff like that. And if you've seen the Unexpected Journey series, I did Duskwood and Stranglethorn and places like that on there. So yeah, go and check that out. But I do remember Lochmadan, and I remember Amber Steel Ranch, just trying to get the my ram melt. I don't know if you've seen those lately, but they look terrible. The Epic one's not so bad. I don't know if you've seen this also, the Dark Iron Dwarf one, the new one. That looks pretty awesome. So yeah, go and check that out if you can. Yeah, the what was it? Yeah, so I was in Lochmadan, Ambersteel Ranch. I remember standing there for ages, sort of looking at the rams, going, "Oh my god, when am I going to get one of those?" I think level 40, you could get them. I can't ever remember having any money to get it at level 40. I probably got it later, and I certainly took a long time to get the epic mount at level 60 because they were really, really expensive. So obviously that's my first experience, is the snow-capped mountains of all around that area. So you're kind of where was it? Yeah, Don Morog, and around places around like Coldridge Valley and stuff like that. It's difficult. As I say, I don't know. I'm thinking, right, when's this classic coming out? Because I'm thinking I don't really want to do the top five places that I like and dislike now, because obviously the landscape's changed so much, and it's not really the same. I'm thinking maybe I could wait around till classic and do it on that, because obviously it's more like the old. Well, it is the old Warcraft rather than this one now, where places have been carved up and changed, and mobs have been moved around, or if not deleted. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All over the place today, aren't I? I've just got a lot to talk about, and it will be a smattering of talking about certain places that I liked. But yes, Lochmadan, running around on my own, meeting up with a couple of people. That was when I had. If you remember talking about the first episode I did, I was talking about or it might have been the last one, talking about my guild. That I actually had a guild about 3 or 4 months after playing the game. So yeah, that was all good fun. I used to meet people from my guild at Lochmadan and stuff like that, and the dam. There was a dam there, wasn't there? And you used to run along. That was quite cool. In those days, the world used to feel so big. It was awesome. It felt amazingly huge, because I mean, you'd run around Lochmadan, and it would take you, I don't know. Because bear in mind, you didn't have mounts. I don't know how long it would take you. An hour, maybe? To run around the zone in those days? It'd take you a long... If you did it, like, top to tip, it would take you a long time just to run it. I mean, Lochmadan, if I remember rightly, was a circle anyway. But if you ran around that circle, like just ran, it would take you a long time. I'm not joking. Yeah, it still would, really. I think any zone you still run around now. But I had a lot more memories from places like wetlands. I used to like wetlands, the old Menethil Harbour. Menethil obviously being the family name of Arthas. Ironic since I'm here. Yeah, so I remember running around there. There used to be like an excavation. I remember vividly that there's an excavation site, and there was like loads of dinosaurs and stuff. I remember killing the dinosaurs because at the time I was skinning as well, so the dinosaurs was like, wee, like money. I remember spending hours killing dinosaurs in wetlands and Arathi and stuff. So what else did you have? Yeah, you had along the coast. You had more dinosaurs, I think, and. Other bit, and then I think there was like a pirate ship or something like that on the coast too. There's been some kind of ship anyway, like a shipwreck of sorts. I do remember that. I was really fond of it. But more so Menethil Harbour. I remember that place and going there many times. And I also remember. Yeah, no, that wasn't there. Don't worry, forget that. Yeah, so that was quite cool, and I like the old because I quite like architecture and stuff like that. So I like the all the dwarf ruins and stuff, and yeah, really liked the way it was all set up and stuff like that with the all the dwarvish architecture and ruins and stuff. Yeah, really cool. And then you had the Thandal Span. The Thandal Span was like the bridge from Wetlands to Arathi. And Arathi I really liked because that was when I first really encountered the Horde. Because the Horde had a base in Hammerfell. They didn't have a base in Wetlands in those days. I don't know if they have now. They probably do. It's like a base in... I mean, you know, Alliance has got a bloody base in Barrens now, I think, hasn't it? You know, that just didn't happen in those days. And yeah, so I remember going to Arathi and encountering the Horde for the first time. But as I've stated previously, I kind of came in a couple of months after Vanilla started, due to the fact that I couldn't get a copy because all the copies had sold out in the UK. So I had to wait about 2 months, I think, before I got a hand on a copy. But 2 months after Vanilla, I was playing, you know. But my friends had already got in there and started playing on Tyrellian, so that's a PV server. So I was playing that. So I didn't meet the Horde to fight per se until certainly later levels. I know you had the Hillsbrad Tara Mill thing going on, but even at those levels, I don't remember seeing a lot of PvP. You know, the relevant levels for Tara Mill, what would be, 30-ish, I suppose, something like that. 28, 30. Yeah, so I remember Arathi very well due to the fact I spent a hell of a lot of time there, as most people did, waiting for Arathi base, and obviously that came a little bit later within the structure of the game in Vanilla, but I did spend hour upon hour, because in those days, let's say this was like this entrance here, right? This was Arathi Basin, right? So if you don't know, you'd have to run up to the entrance, run in, and there'll be a portal, and that would queue you. You couldn't go, all right, I'm gonna go and do a BG now. No, you couldn't do any of that. You could not do any of that. You had to physically, with your character, go up to the portal in Arathi and queue for it. And if you wanted to do Warsong, you had to do the same in Ashenvale. Well, no, ours was in Northern Barrens, right at the tip of Northern Barrens. The place is still there. I don't know whether the portal is. I imagine it is. And but when I was first started, I was Alliance, so I used to have to queue in at Ashenvale down the bottom left somewhere, just by the Barrens walkway. Yeah, I remember sitting outside that for hours and hours. Anyway, we're not talking about PvP today, Zens. So yeah, that was all good fun. So Arathi, yeah, I remember Hammerfall, and I remember sort of seeing a lot of Horde around there, and then I remember Stromgarde. Stromgarde was like the first real test, because up to that point you hadn't really met any elites. I don't think there was any in Lochmadan and stuff like that. But yeah, Arathi was kind of the Stormguard. I remember there being elites there. I'm pretty damn sure there was elites there anyway. But that's where you started to meet traffic of people. You know, the place started to feel alive a bit, because, as I said, by the time I started, it was a couple of months down the line, and I kind of missed the initial rush of people being 5 and level 10, etc., etc. You know, most people had already gone off and playing the game, and obviously in those days there was a lot less people playing it anyway, so you know, and there was crap ton of servers, so we're all kind of in those days. Tyrellian was quite a high population server. It really isn't now. It's one of those that got moulded into other servers, which I personally think has been don't think I've ever really talked about this, but I will now because it's a good time to talk about it. I hated what they did to the servers. Savannah's. Turn it up a little bit, shall we? There we go. Lovely. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm sure you can. Lament of the Highborn, if you don't know what that is. Yeah, so basically, I don't know what they did. When they introduced server transfers, in my opinion, they kind of ripped the heart out of the servers themselves, because everyone knew each other on Surreal, and I wasn't. I really wasn't a very well-known player. My priest was, because obviously I've spoke about this, that I helped some people get to rank 14 and stuff like that. I got to rank 10 myself, and is that finished now? Is it? I'll turn it down again. Yeah, so I personally thought, and I know it's hindsight's a beautiful thing, but in my opinion, I think they really did rip the heart out of the servers, because everyone did know each other, and that was kind of the point. You know, you had people, I'm sure you did on your server, where you just thought, oh mate, I got ganked by such and such, or I'm in a battleground with such and such, you know. And then the other side of the coin was that if there was people that were real tossers, you know, that were real not very nice people, they'd get called out, you know. People would know who they are, and that was good, because they'd have to go and on PvP servers. I don't think when you were a horde you couldn't roll alliance, if that was right. So you really had that kind of you know, that faction loyalty, which is kind of missing today, even for me. And I started this game and played till probably the middle of vanilla. I played alliance, but since then till today, I'm a horde player. I consider at heart I am a horde player without shadow of doubt. I've never really hid that fact, and I've got 110 alliance player, because I said previously I like to see the alliance quests as well. It really is the only reason I've done it. I'm not really sure why I did it on my priest, because looking back, I probably going forward I'll probably get my priest back on horde, but I will always have another character on alliance due to the fact I want to see the quests and see their side of things, because I'm interested in the lore and I'm interested in the quests. Yeah, I've got quite a few of the books and stuff. I'm a bit of a Warcraft nerd to a point. I'm not one of these real mental cases that knows everything, you know, like when Arthas was born, etc, etc. I just, there's things I like about it, and I enjoy. But I will always gravitate towards the horde, because, you know, they're kind of the misfits and the you know, the sort of banded together, you know, bound in blood kind of thing, and I like all that sort of business. I just think the my own opinion, of course, I just think that they're more interesting. The stories are more interesting. Where they came from, you know, where they're going, sort of thing. I'm not too keen on having, even though I've got quite a few undead, I'm not too keen on having Sylvanas as our leader, but I'm sure that will lead somewhere soon. She's very antagonistic, so I guess that's a good thing. And antagonising the alliance is always a good thing from a story perspective, and obviously going forward. But I don't know. I don't know. I hope for BFA that they can really kind of look at, or try and recreate that horde alliance. I wouldn't say hatred, that's probably the wrong word, because as I said, most people, I think it's like 85% of players play alliance and horde these days. I know there's a really silly number to it all, and I hope they can sort of rekindle that, you know, fire in the belly where you do have some kind of faction loyalty, and you know it's worth playing the Horde because of, or it's worth playing the Alliance because of, you know. And underlying factors are people will choose sides for a reason and enjoy playing. You know, enjoy. Are we through? Are we through? No. Yes, we are. And enjoy playing that faction because of this and because of that. And I hope BFA does that. I hope it really gives, it sort of, you know, gives a new scope to why we play Alliance, why we play Horde, rather than just saying, oh well, they Alliance got every man for himself, you know, or Horde have got Relentless or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just my two biggest regrets of what's happened to this game is that what they did to the servers. Rather than swallowing their pride, we all know why they did it. Rather than swallowing their pride, saying, look, less people are playing this game, we're going to need to shut some servers, which they didn't want to do because they didn't want to lose face, and that was basically the whole reason behind it all. They didn't want to lose face and say, oh, we're going to shut down servers because we you know, the amount of customers we have is a lot less than it was a year ago or 2 years ago. Because everyone knew it. Everyone knew that you know, that the player base was shrinking. Yet they just didn't do that. They should have done. They just said, right, look, I'm sorry, there's only 8 people playing this server. Just shut it down, man. I know people had turned around and said, well, yeah, but they had server loyalty, but servers didn't exist anymore anyway. You know what I mean? What have I got here? Loot 10,000 gold. Is that all I've looted on this character? Well, I just mainly PvP on the Crotus, I must admit. What's this here? Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of this rubbish before we pick up Invincible, shall we? Don't need any of this. We can sell those. Yeah, be aware if you run this this battleground, this raid, that there are some of these. Like there's 1, 2. Some of these epics are BOE, so you can sell them. You won't get a lot from them. Oh yeah, I didn't know I got that. Oh, I have got it. All right. Yeah, so it's worth noting that. Right, anyway, that'll do. We've done that. More dicking about. Yes, the two things I regret most is that what they did to the service, because it not so much now, but in the future I'll talk about what it did to me regarding the servers, because obviously there's I've only got Arthurs to kill and there's not much time. I didn't really get to talk about the places, did I? Just other things. But that will happen. I'm not really going to have a specific thing I want to talk about the whole way through. If something else comes up that I want to talk about, I'll just go off on a tangent and do that. So yeah, that was one of the things I thought was really... And the other thing was the fact that you could, on certain servers, you could play for Horde or Alliance, and then all of a sudden you played Horde or Alliance, and all of a sudden you couldn't play Horde. You know, you could play either or. And I thought that was probably not a good move from them, because, you know, 15 years later they turn around and go, we want the Horde Alliance to hate each other again, and we want this and want that. But too much water, for me, too much water's gone under the bridge. You know, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with that by sort of saying, yeah, you can play Horde and Alliance, or, you know, yeah, you can just server change, faction change, bloody, you know, and it's all got a little diluted, you know, and it doesn't. You can't expect the player base to buy into something. You can only suspend your belief for so much and so far. A very good case in point is playing Horde in this expansion in Legion. you can just go and play as Alliance. And if you watch any of my videos, you've seen me do it. You've seen me think, oh right, there's 10-minute queues on Horde. I'm gonna have to go and play Alliance just so I can have, you know, I've got a video to do for 6 o'clock tonight. And you might think, oh well, Zenz, you're not that disorganised, mate. There's no way that you'll be doing a video like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon GMT, and you'll post it at 6 o'clock, right? Well, this is going to go up in 2 hours, so yeah, that's what I do. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants with a lot of my videos, and sometimes you might think, oh well, you know, that was a good video, or that was a good PvP battle, and some of them you'll think, Jesus Christ, what's he showing us? It's because sometimes I just haven't got the time, so I think, oh, I want to make a video. I've maybe only have a stab at 2 battlegrounds today. You know, what can I do? And you end up just putting up what you can. It's as simple as that. And I honestly don't play this game very much. I mean, at this point of the expansion, there's not that much to do apart from PvP and do these kind of videos. Not that even when BFA comes out, I'll still want to do this, because knowing my luck, in 5 years I'll still be trying to get Invincible's range. Well, no, obviously I want to get it today, but you know what I mean. There could be that chance. But we'll see. Blight breath. Okay. Can I mount here? No. So yeah. Obviously that I've run out of time. I know I was talking about other things, and I wanted to talk about certain places and that, but it'll happen. I mean, there's no rush, is there? I'll try and fit it in next time and talk about different places. But as I said, I'm going to probably do some videos of that anyway in the near future of my favourite zones. And to be honest, I would probably have to sit down with a good map and a good pen and paper, and I don't know, you don't necessarily need a good pen and paper, but you know what I mean, a pen and paper, and have a good look at it. And because a lot of the places I think, oh yeah, that's great, I love that place, and then a lot of places you think, oh yeah, I can't remember bugger all about it. As I said, the zones now that have changed, you know, the ones that... Did I get it? Did I, heck? Oh. Yeah, the change of zones, the zones have changed so much, the ones before Kata. So I might wait till Classic. We'll see. Well, don't know. Classic's going to come out another year. Won't be doing it then. No, it will be in the next few months, I imagine. But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and as always, I can only go on until Arthur's hasn't dropped a beautiful Invincible. Maybe next time. Yeah, but we'll see. Well, anyway, please consider smashing that subscribe button and leaving a big thumbs up just down here. Hold on. Just there. Yeah. What was this? Hey, calm down. Yeah, just down there, just to leave a big thumbs up, just to let me know you're supporting the channel, because I need to feel loved at the moment, and you know, you do it for me as and when you can. I know that, and I do appreciate your support. I really do. It means a lot to me. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Smash the subscribe button if you are a subscriber. Thank you very much for another week. It hasn't dropped, but we'll be back. We'll be back next week with a bigger smile and a different hat. And yeah, let's do this. Anyway, you take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.